Broadcasting more than 2,000 games live and archived in 15 sports in over 10 counties in western Pennsylvania, as well as being the exclusive home for all the WPIHL playoffs and championships for nearly 2 decades. Anytime, anywhere, always there. We are the new Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Welcome to PIHL High School Hockey on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. High school hockey at Trib, hssn.triblive.com, is sponsored by the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League, by UPMC Sports Medicine, by Carlow University, by AstroTurf, by J&J Distributing, by the Mount Lebanon Ice Arena, and by Trib Total Media. Now let's head out to the rink for all the high school hockey action on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Welcome to continuing coverage of All-Star Sunday here for the PIHL as we bring to you the Class A All-Star game between Team White and Team Blue here at the RMU Island Sports Complex at Neville Island. I'm Sean Meyers alongside my broadcast colleague Bob Orkwis. Bob, you had the pleasure of calling the Division II All-Star game. A fun affair with a lot of skill on display. I would expect more of the same from these Class A All-Stars.
I would agree. I think that's generally the template is what you get. You don't get a lot of checking. One penalty in the D2 game, and there were some good defensive plays, but the offenses generally come to play. Interesting is we get to do the PIHL 1A All-Star game, the busiest of all the classifications, Sean, with 21 teams represented in the All-Star Classic, although only 20 represented. You talked about it during our period break in the Division II game because Meadville, even though they had 4 players and head coach Jamie Plunkett on the All-Star roster, none of those are available here this afternoon, but that doesn't take away, or maybe it does a little bit, but it doesn't take away from what we got in store here in the 1A All-Star contest.
Yeah, also of note, Austin LaPiana, the leading scorer in the classification in the Kiski area. He actually was here but unable to play because he had a tournament commitment. By the time he found out he was able to make it, it was already too late. But you're right, the players who are here are terrific. They're introducing them on the ice now, so let's meet those players. First, the introductions for Team White.
Number 12, Mike Sedlak. Number 14, Brendan Krause. Number 15, Stephen Kendrish. Number 16, Michael Peruzzo. Number 17, Matt Storr. Number 18, Kevin Coet. Number 19, Ryan Murdoch. Number 22, Kyle Hazlitt. Number 29, David Kavrek. And number 30, Cole Bradley. Starting coaches for the white team, John Bradley and Jordan Haynes. And now for the blue team, number 1, Kyle Sharp. Number 2, Willie Doyle. Number 3, Nick Bandy. Number 4, Dominic Manarino. Number 6, Bryce Higgis. Number 8, Spencer Abraham. Number 9, Shane Karwowski. Number 10, Chase Villiani. Number 11, Chase Kelly. Number 12, Kellen Amati. Number 13, Chris Furka. Number 14, Michael Marichak. Number 15, Seth Kurwowski. Number 16, Jacob Gallardo. Number 17, Vince Del Signore. Number 18, Sean Steinley. Number 22, Augie Bishop. Number 23, Justin Hickey. Number 29, Jeremiah Brozowick. And number 30, Cole Luther. Coaches for the blue team, Brian Bowen and Frank Harto.
And there are
And now to honor America.
2018 All-Stars. Now let's turn it over for the national anthem.
Please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your hats for tonight's playing of the national anthem to be performed by Miss Ashley Tatey.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
A spirited rendition of the national anthem gets us set for this Class A All-Star game here at the RMU Island Sports Complex at Neville Island. Sean Meyers, Bob Orkwis on the call. Again, it is Team White against Team Blue.
Cheer for your team.
And for these players, it's what I would assume is a mindset of go out there, have fun, and show off some of the great skill that they have that got him to this point.
I think so, and I think you get a little more freedom than you normally get. You're not looking at a system. You're not looking at any physicality, some little physicality, but not as much as normal. And especially for your defensemen, a lot more ice to roam around on. Lead rushes and do things maybe you don't get to do when you're playing in the PIHL regular season with your school teams. Maybe the only players not extremely happy to be here are the goaltenders, because sometimes, Sean, they're left out to dry. Every once in a while you get that odd exception where you have a kind of a tight game, but it's just fun. And the bottom line is you need to recognize these players for how they have played during the regular season, and the PIHL does a good job of doing that.
The starting goaltenders for Team White. Number 1, Madison Barker, a junior from Indiana. On the other side for Team Blue, Jeremiah Brozowick, a sophomore for West Allegheny. As we are underway with Team Blue with an early possession and a good shot on that opportunity by Shane Krahoski. but a strong save made by Barker on the other side.
I'll get you the numbers for the goaltenders as time permits here in the first period. In case you're seeing double, Shane Kurhosky, Seth Kurhosky, both Fox Chapel fraternal twins, and both all-stars for the Foxes.
The Foxes well represented here as a shot from the point doesn't make it through. That time for Hickey. We mentioned Barker, the netminder for Team White. Her brother is also representing Indiana here today. He took the opening draw for Team White, that being Tyler.
This possession all regarded in these opportunities from a steal by Team Blue, and they've kept the puck in the zone for at least 45 seconds. They'll still keep it in on the far side.
Team White having a hard time getting it out. Eisenman is clearing opportunity, hits off of his skate. Second opportunity by Berkeball, does get it out to center red, but quickly Team Blue and Hickey come the other way. Hickey shot low and a good save by Barker. And now for Team White, Andalina, and an opportunity the other way, and a great save on a point-blank shot that time from Michael Marinchak. Madison Barker up to the early test.
Barker, great save right there to spread out and get the right arm and the blocker on that. Of course, she was the first female goaltender to ever play in the Penn's Cup Finals, leading Indiana to the championship game last year, but they lost the Franklin Regional. 667 minutes on the season for Barker. She's 10-3. Her goals against average .306, save percentage .871. She is third in this classification in wins.
As a point-blank opportunity just pushed wide of the cage by Stephen Kendrish of Greensburg Central Catholic, the only Centurion represented here today. Same rules as typical, 3 17-minute periods for this all-star exhibition as a backhand misses wide of the net by Brandon Krause. Now back to the near side point. Krause gets it towards the cage, but it misses wide. That allows Team Blue to get it out of the zone. Marinchak not able to get possession in the offensive zone. Now it comes right back into Blues defensive territory where it's played behind the cage. Kept in deftly by Kyle Hazlitt. And now Team Blue back out to center red, right over the Colonials logo here where Robert Morris plays its hockey games. What a venue this is. Last year the All-Star festivities took place out in Harmarville at the Alpha Ice Complex.
This generally has hosted championships before. The annual semifinals in the PIHL are here. They will be again this season.
A pass ahead to Ryan Murdoch as he feeds it in front, and a turning shot by Hazlitt is saved and then covered up by Brozovic, who had to be sharp. Both teams have had pretty good opportunities in the first less than 3 minutes of action.
Brozovic, the sophomore from West Allegheny, 575 minutes on the year. He's played all but 251. 9-2 record of .346 goals against average and .885 save percentage. She's tied for fourth in the classification with 9 wins.
That's the puck out of play. It'll be another offensive zone draw for Team White. Coach John Bradley of Bishop McCourt guiding Team White. On the other side, Brian Boehm of West Allegheny. What a season it has been for Bishop McCourt as Phillips plays it deep for Team White.
Yeah, 16 up, 16 W's for the Crimson Crushers.
There's a good defensive play there. We saw some good defense in the Division II game as Team Blue goes D-to-D in its own territory. Now it's on the stick of Willie Doyle. Doyle loses the puck, however. Gets it right back.
Defensively, you see a lot more stick checking and things like that. You don't see players diving to block shots and limited physicality. It's a little bit different as far as that goes for this All-Star games. Well, you do see some nice plays every now and then.
Barker's pass broken
like
up. Yeah, that was a good stick in the lane. We've played nearly 4 minutes of action here in period number 1. No score between Team White and Team Blue in this Class A All-Star game. Glad you could watch this second of 4 video broadcasts here today. As the feed in front goes on the net, Barker makes the pad save. Now a loose puck in the battle won by Team Blue as it's flipped on the backhand. Trying to get to the puck there for Team White is Matt Storr not able to do so. We've seen a few sustained possessions for Team Blue. And they keep it in once more. Now a feed just out of the reach of the intended target, Bryce Hedges, who plays it behind the cage.
It's Bandai again at that left point, keeping the puck in, creating that opportunity. Does the same on this possession. It's almost a mirror of the opening possession.
And the backhand, albeit weakly, does come out of the zone with Hickey's now in possession as he plays it forward. Prohaski's shot partially deflected and wide of the cage. Now backhand right in front. Barker didn't see it initially and then slid over, although the puck went wide.
H just came over, the senior captain from Norwin, and almost had an opportunity to slide that inside the near post.
And another feed backdoor. That one didn't get through. Barker's been tested in the early going. Low shot broken up.
She got a piece of that or to cut the posts. It was Seth Kurhofsky who had that good opportunity. Yeah, Barker's been the more active of the two goaltenders in this first period.
And by the way, I saw that the Team White coaching staff literally flipped coins to determine the rotation for their netminders before this contest.
So did Madison win or lose?
That's the question that's unanswered. And as Seitz enters the zone, going 1-on-3, getting the puck deep. Brett Seitz and giving chase. Both teams having a hard time clearing the defensive zone in the early going. Now Team Blue able to get it out cleanly. Skating into the offensive zone is Almaty. Makes a nice move, sharp angle shot, hits off of the side of the cage.
Great speed from Almaty, and then just nutmeg the defenseman to create that opportunity down low on the left goal line.
Back out to the point. Low shot doesn't make it through. Now a turning shot right in front. Two players wide open, and neither one could get a shot. Almaty just could not corral that puck.
The other player down low was Villani, from Fox Chapel. Thought he should have taken the opportunity, but he was unselfish.
Now another turning pass doesn't make it through. As it comes in front of Barker, and the puck's in the back of the net. Redirected in front. Barker thought she had it, but Chase Villani is able to get the goal, and the Foxes senior puts Team Blue on the board first.
Again, and a chance for Team White to get the puck out, but it gets down low, and almost a third or fourth time in this period that they've had a 2-on-1 down low. This time, Villani was there, Villani, and kind of just shoveled it towards Madison Barker, and she couldn't close the pads in time enough, and it's a 1-0 lead for Team Blue.
The blue goal, scored by number 12, Kellen Almaty.
I thought Villani had that shot, not Almaty.
Assist for number 10, Chase Villani.
Well, if we go off of the
And number
PA,
16,
the goal to Almaty, off of the keen eyes of Bob Orkwis, Villani. Nonetheless, it is a 1-0 edge.
Could have been deflected by Almaty. Might have got that last stick in there. So we'll give Kellen Almaty, the junior from West A, the goal.
9.5 minutes remaining, period number 1. The lead 1-0 now in favor of the blue team. Pushing for more. As the centering feed broken up and comes out of the zone.
Goes Almaty from Villani and Giergo at 6:52. Team Blue 1, Team White nothing.
Giergo, the top scorer of players participating in this game this afternoon.
Yeah, overall tied for second in points. So he would be second in points in the building anyway with Lapiana here, even though he's not dressed. Justin Lapiana, really good player.
That's a good defensive play there to deter a shot. Yeah, Lapiana, again, he was scheduled for a tournament in Detroit, got back a little earlier than expected, but too late to join the action here today. This Team Blue is sustained.
Aren't they dominating possession?
They certainly are, as that shot from a sharp angle goes through the goal crease, and now Team White on the counterattack. Going 1-on-2, not having any success is Ryan Murdoch.
It's Bandai with a good play.
Prohaski enters the zone, but the puck played with the high stick, and that will stop action with 8:10 remaining in period number 1. Want to give a Shout out to Jess Levo, manning the camera for not only this game, but for the Division II tilt.
Running the show, she is.
She will be checking out after this contest where Chelsea Roundtree takes over for the final 2 games. We'll have video feeds of all 4.
Jess owes me a donut, by the way.
Just 1?
Maybe 2.
Okay. Late change for Team White here. A little bit of confusion. That's expected with so many different players unfamiliar with one another.
Krause gets on late. How about Krause going with the 1 white legging, 1 gold TJ legging today?
There's some interesting color sequences as a puck in front. I don't know if it ever made it on the cage. And now with some great speed, Seth Krohosky enters the zone. Has it taken away from him, however. Team White could have an opportunity coming the other way. Getting a shot off was Krause, but missing the cage.
This started because Slade Ole made a nice defensive play.
What a feed in front, and the finish that time by Tyler Barker of Indiana on a great one-timer. It's 1-1. Team White on the board.
Nice job to get that puck down low from below the goal line and in front. And there's Tyler Barker, the senior. He has 20 goals on the regular season. He's tied for 7th in the classification. He knows where to get. Down low between the hashes. He fires it in behind Brozovic, and it's a 1-1 game.
So after Team Blue really dominating the early portion, Team White gets the equalizer. Now Giergo skates through center red. Backhand feed, a beautiful one, and Barker had to make a sharp save on an opportunity by Almaty.
33 remaining in the first period.
Now another feed in front and a goal the other way for Team Blue. It's Almaty. Another one-timer finds the back of the net.
Well, it didn't take long for the Blue Shirts to get the answer. Just 28 seconds later. And that will be number 2 for Almaty. Similar, just a quick release. You get it in front, you get close to that net. Nothing Madison Barker could do. Just that quickly, the Blue Shirts are back on top, 2-1.
Get the feeling that this could be a high-scoring affair, maybe more so than the Division II game, as Team White comes the other way. Feed in front, backhand opportunity. It's right in front, and Brozovic kept the equipment along the ice to make multiple saves.
Time to goal 7:05 remaining in the first.
Hegedus coming the other way now. A turning shot by Almaty, already looking for the hat trick, missing the net.
7:05.
Now it's behind the cage, comes out to the near side. Almaty has it. Back to the point, now to the far side. Slap shot redirected high over the cage. Now a shot in front, just misses. Good opportunity by Hegedus. Still kept in the zone, but fanned upon, and now the other way comes Perazzo as he's dumped to the ice as he puts it towards the cage. Some of the very best in Class A doing battle here today for this All-Star exhibition. You mentioned Bishop McCourt, the top team. Meadville not far behind, as the Bulldogs have suffered just 1 loss this campaign. Were undefeated until South Fayette went on the road and scored the upset 4-0 victory.
Well, that's quite a road trip when you head up north to play the Bulldogs. There's a save with the left arm by Brozovic, excuse me.
And now behind the cage, Kendrish for Team White, but can't do anything with it. Blue comes the other way. Entering the zone as Bandai goes behind the net. So the defenseman showing his offensive abilities, carrying the puck, but he's double teamed. And Team White able to skate out. Now behind the cage. Brozovic leaves for the defense. 4:55 remaining, period number 1. It is 2-1 in favor of Team Blue. Haslett moves it across. And now it's dumped in again where it's played by the Team Blue netminder. And a tipped outlet pass gets into the offensive zone for Blue. Now good pressure to force a turnover. Backhand opportunity, just missing wide that time, Vince Del Signori. Pretty quiet right now here in the RMU Island Sports Complex. Although there's been a great turnout today. There's a battle in front, pushed in on Barker, and she's able to get the glove down for the stop with 4:08 remaining in stanza number 1.
Recapping those 2 goals, Team White, Tyler Barker from Mike Sedlak and Brandon Krause at 9:27. Then at 9:55, Kellen O'Malley is second from Geargo, his second assist, and Hedges, Bryce Hedges, that was 28 seconds later.
In the lobby to buy your tickets.
Team Blue goes behind the cage with Shane Krohosky, but he's not able to maintain possession. And now White trying to get on the counterattack. Barker has the puck, goes with the backhand, it's deflected high and out of play.
Talked about 21 teams, and you mentioned Bishop McCord and Meadville at top. 20 games, or 19 games. Top 12 teams is what I'm trying to get at, qualify for the playoffs. And heading into the stretch, Kiski area is the last team. They're 1 point ahead of Wheeling Central Catholic, who is not eligible for the Penguin Cup playoffs, so 2 points out of Deer Lakes for that final playoff spot. Stay tuned to the PHL Power Play show and to the Trib Live High School Sports Network to keep you up to date on the playoffs, PIHL playoffs. Exclusive coverage, of course, here on the network.
Absolutely, looking forward to it, as well as a full slate of key February regular season games. Just about a month remaining in the regular season. Del Signori now comes into the zone, takes a shot a little early there, and a blocker save by Barker. Looked like Del Signori had a little bit more room to skate in, but unleashed the wrist shot and out of play. So an offensive zone draw upcoming for Team Blue with 3:13 remaining, period number 1.
Vince Del Signore from Beaver leading the Bobcats in all offensive categories, 10 goals, 5 assists on the season.
Draw won by Team Blue and redirected in front. Guess who again? O'Malley, who's been everywhere in this opening period, but a good save by Barker.
He's been in or near the crease more than anyone but Madison Barker, I think. He's wearing a blue shirt.
Sites fans on a pass twice. And now the puck stops right at the blue line. Team Blue plays it ahead. Could be a 2-on-1. Krohosky's feed broken up. Great defensive play for Team White.
It's Eisman from Kiski area. Laid that stick down parallel to the ice to deny.
Now Sites 1-on-2 the other way will slow up and loses the puck in the feet of Bandai. Good outlet pass. Gearco can't control it, however. 2:20 remaining in period number 1. Sites slowly enters the zone. Now a drop pass off the mark. Second opportunity for Sites. That's broken up as well. And now skating in Trevor Stevenson of Chartiers Valley. Turning shot doesn't work the first time. Second one misses wide of the cage.
Coet getting some opportunities there from the high slot for the white shirts.
Hickey with the puck at center. Red winds up. Shoots this one right in on Barker, who makes the save and hangs on.
Bouncer. Using her softball skills there, Sean.
We saw in the Division II game a long puck flipped in on the net, nearly crossed the goal line.
Yeah, that was a scary, innocuous shot. Madison Barker also plays softball for Indiana. Number-wise, by the way, there are 27 seniors, 8 juniors, 5 sophomores, no freshmen suited up here this afternoon.
I can tell you there are some college scouts in attendance who were very interested in keeping an eye on the sophomores and juniors in particular. As a shot right in on Barker. Good opportunity that time by Chris Furka.
Nice right pad save by Madison Barker.
Now bouncing puck just barely cleared out of the zone by Team White.
1 minute.
Richard Phillips with the puck, now plays it over to his D partner, and it's cleared out. Bishop will play it deep for Team Blue. And Blue forces the turnover, but gives it right back. As Phillips having a hard time getting it out. Down to 43 seconds remaining. Period number 1. It is 2-1 in favor of the blue squad. And now this could be a breakaway opportunity coming in. Getting a point-blank shot that time was Kendrish, but a great save. Brozovic stood tall.
Brozovic did a nice job to close that 5-0 up. Good speed by Kendrish. Better save by the sophomore Brozovic.
Now a feed goes through everyone out the other side. Turning shot, pad save by Barker. Rebound in front, but not able to get good lumber on it was Hedges. Now back in its own territory. Team White content to try to run the clock out, turning it over with the final ticks remaining, but no damage done after one period of play. 2-1 in favor of the blue team over Team White. We'll step aside. We'll be back with period number 2. You're watching High School Hockey 2018, sponsored by the PIHL. It's here only on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
Own your piece of hockey history with a Penguins game-used jersey. Visit J&J Distributing at www.jjdistributing.biz and check out one of their largest selections of Penguins game-worn jerseys from your favorite Pens, past and present. Or call 724-752-1556. J&J Distributing buys, sells, and trades some of hockey's most prized possessions, including the Penguins game-worn jerseys, Penguins practice jerseys, minor league jerseys, and new and game-used equipment. Browse their inventory today at www.jjdistributing.biz.
People ask what drives.
We begin period number 2 with Team Blue holding a 2-1 lead. I'm Sean Meyers alongside Bob Orkwis. New period means new netminders. In between the pipes now for Team Blue, Kyle Sharp, as he's immediately tested and makes a save. On the other side for Team White, David Kavrak, representing Westmont Hilltop, the senior goaltender, takes over in place of Madison Barker.
Kyle Sharp's second consecutive All-Star appearance. He made 11 saves last year. The senior 5-3 on the year, 285 goals against, average a save percentage of .841, which in Kavrak, he's dominating in the games he's played and gets tested there. That shot misses.
Shane Krahoski unleashed that one.
5-1 for Kavrak. Kenny Vogt has played 9 games for Westmont Hilltop, but Kavrak 5-1. Goals against average 176. That's second in the classification. Save percentage is 6th at 90%.
Barker shot a bouncing one, but a strong save by Sharp. As the team's battling and Team Blue wins that possession momentarily. Did a good job stepping up to keep it in the zone by Brendan Krause. Now a feed in front and a great back check that time from Team Blue to make sure that Tyler Barker did not get a clean shot off, but now one comes in front and it is a goal. Opportunity cashed in by Krause. So Brendan Krause and Tyler Barker had one opportunity that didn't work, but the second time the charm, and we are deadlocked at 2 goals apiece.
Yeah, Barker very nearly had his second goal, but they get it in front. Krause did a good job to get that on a stick. The senior from Thomas Jefferson and looked over the net. On the season, Krause with 10 goals for the Jags. That time he just looked it over, went up top over Kyle Sharp to tie this game at 2.
Number 14, Brandon Krause.
So another response by Team White early in period number 2. The helper goes to Ryan Murdoch, as well as the aforementioned Barker. This one trickles in on Sharp, and he'll make the save with a Team White player bearing down on him.
Brendan Krause, whose father is the head coach, Bill at Thomas Jefferson. Tied for 12th in the classification in points. That was a goal scorer's goal. Got the pass, looked it over. Shot from the near point slate hole, and absorbing that in the butterfly was Kyle Sharp. So 2 points now for Tyler Barker a goal and assist for Team White. We're knotted up at 2.
That's been a pretty good afternoon so far for the Barker family. We mentioned goaltender Madison did a nice job in the opening stanza.
Yeah, she made 14 saves on 16 shots in the opening frame.
Team Blue plays it out. Good job getting a stick on it by Almaty. He's been everywhere as he comes in on the backhand. Shielded off, however. Good defensive play. Now Team White able to get it out of the zone. And the feed a little off the mark. There's a toe drag opportunity.
That's Lapiana.
Well, we did not expect to see him. I had an opportunity to talk to him before the game, but yeah, Austin Lapiana has now joined the ice. So the top scorer in the classification out there for Kiski area. That's a good sight to see, because he certainly is very deserving. Of
not
playing
if you're in blue.
Well, I guess that's true. If you're a fan of high school hockey, you're happy to see Austin Lapiana out there as Girico comes in on the backhand. Now gets in front, great opportunity and a good save by Kavrak.
Lapiana got in tight, but a nice job by Kavrak to follow that along from right to left and get a pad on it.
As now Lapiana feeds ahead, pass off the mark, but he picks it up and now carries into the zone.
That's 32 goals and 15 points for Lapiana, leading the classification. Two-time All-Star.
Leading a very potent Kiski area offense. The defense has been an issue, however, for the Cavaliers. You mentioned right on the cusp of the playoffs. As Phillips enters the zone on the backhand, but can't get it deep. Deadlocked to 2 goals apiece. Just 3.5 minutes into period number 2. I'm Sean Meyers alongside Bob Orkwis. Just Levo, the videographer here today.
I'm going to say Madison Barker won the coin toss. Pressure's off. She plays the first period. She plays fairly well.
Now gets to watch.
Now she gets to become a fan for periods 2 and 3, right?
Yes. The puck iced. Will bring it deep for Team White offensively.
And she gets to see her older brother have 2 points and counting.
This is a classification that is really spread out geographically. When you look at the teams throughout Class A, we mentioned there's some teams from West Virginia. Of course, 2 of the top teams are outside of the traditional Pittsburgh area. Westmont Hilltop also another pretty good team in Johnstown, as now Team Blue dishes ahead right on the stick. Breakaway opportunity, just not able to get much behind it. That time was Marinchak. Went to the backhand, had a little bit of an opening, but partially fanned. Now a half slap shot by Furka, easily saved with the pad by Kavrak.
First of all, great lead pass from Hedges to spring Marinchak, but nice job to follow on defensively. I think it was Richard Phillips who stayed there and really limited what Marinchak could do on that breakaway.
Coed with the puck now. Thought about a backhand pass, instead decides to skate into the offensive zone. Bouncing shot played into the corner by Sharp with his pads. Now Team Blue gets it out. Race for the puck. Great job making up some real estate there by Hazlitt. He's an impressive player out there. Big body defenseman. Now Team White comes the other way. And a goal. Short angle shot goes for Ryan Murdoch. Didn't have much room, but made it work past Kyle Sharp. It is the first lead of this contest for Team White.
Obviously one that Kyle Sharp would like to have back, as coming down the near wing is Ryan Murdoch, the senior from Deer Lakes. At least 4 hat tricks on the year, tied for 7th in the class in goals. And good hard wrist shot, but Sharp off his post. You can hear he got a piece of it, but not enough of it. Deflects into the net. Team White has their first lead at 3-2.
You mentioned this is a really fun scenario for the skaters. Sometimes not the case for the netminders. That's certainly one Sharp will try to redeem over his last 11 plus minutes in the net. Each team has 11 forwards, 3 goaltenders. So I know, talking to Coach Frank Serto, the assistant for Team Blue, he was saying maybe we'll have to move someone up and get 4 full lines of forwards. Ultimately, that decision falls in the lap of Brian Boehm and John Bradley.
And Boehm, former head coach at Sarah Catholic, now doing a nice job. West Allegheny third in the classification.
Good sharp angle shot by Seth Krahosky, forcing Kavrak to make the save. Team White with consecutive goals in the second period, holding a 3-2 edge. And now on the attack again, Murdoch, the most recent goal scorer. Feed across and a great save up high by Sharp. Now another feed in front, but the shot never made it through as it comes out of the zone.
Couldn't track the rebound, went down in the butterfly and slid from left to right and got that left shoulder on that hard snapper.
Rousey fakes the shot, now feeds in front, great pass and an even better save opportunity for Hazlitt. Sharp was up to the test.
He's redeemed himself after letting that iffy one in. That shot deflects off the outside of the net. 2 good saves in a row.
A barrage of shots coming from Team White. As Krahosky tries to get it through, but Shane couldn't get it through a skate.
It's Lapiana who blocked it. He's up ahead now in the 2-on-1.
Lapiana has the puck, makes a move, goes 1-on-2, and ultimately just had the puck trickle away from him. Now it's behind the cage. It was funny when Lapiana walked past and said he wasn't able to play in this game. Frank Serto on Team Blue said, well, come play for the blue team then. Ultimately, he was eligible for Team White as a shot hits the outside of the net by O'Malley, who's looking for the hat trick. Now back out to center ice where it's played deep by the blue team. Back with it for Team Blue, Justin Hickey, the junior defenseman. Now Lapiana looks like he's been out there pretty much the entire time since he joined the squad for this second period. Plays it ahead. I think maybe players can get away with a little bit longer shifts in a contest like this.
Absolutely. Although sometimes you see players in the regular season, due to numbers or the way the game is going, the more extended shifts in the PIHL than at other levels.
Well, you have usually 1 or 2 pretty strong lines on a team and then might have a pretty significant drop-off as a 3-on-2 for Team Blue. The pass intended for O'Malley, but out of his reach. Now he wins the puck battle behind the net. Backhand feed does come across to a teammate, but never made it on net on that opportunity by Sean Steinel. Now a turning shot off the glove and batted out of the air. Kavrak got a piece of it, and his defense was able to clear it out.
That's a good save because that was a pretty nice screen set up in front by Giergo. Has 2 assists.
Jacob Giergo leading West Allegheny as the puck the length of the ice for the whistle.
Let's tell the story. And Jim McVeigh and his head coach, Jim McVeigh of Bethel Park, and always has that guy who plays a ton of minutes, and I asked him about it a few years ago, back when they still played 15-minute periods, and I asked him about who that guy was. I can't remember the defense's name, but he told me he played a guy 43 minutes out of 45. The only 2 minutes was he was off on a penalty. So that's an extended shift.
Yeah, I would say so. As Team Blue with extended zone time.
Has been the case, hasn't it, in his first 2 periods?
Augie Bishop did a nice job previously keeping in the zone. Team White trying to clear it again. Bishop again keeps it in. And now it's finally played out, and it could lead to an opportunity for Kevin Coet. Makes a nice move, and he gets it on the goal. But a great glove save made by Kyle Sharp. Coet was trying to do it all there, but he beat a couple defenders, could not beat the goaltender Sharp.
Coet actually, it ended up with Coet and Angelina, Sean, being a 2-on-0, and both of them could have shot that puck. Better save by Sharp as he followed it along, bouncing and bobbing, and glove down low on the ice, and a beautiful glove save for Kyle Sharp, the senior from South Fayette.
Carrazzo's backhand pass doesn't make it through. Team Blue comes up with the puck. Now gets it out and into the offensive zone. Going behind the cage, Chase Villani, still with the puck. 3 players in front, and what a feed and a finish backdoor. What a pass made that time by Chase Kelly, who was on the back end of it.
Kelly got it over. It looked to be, I don't think it was Villani. Furka maybe? No, Furka was on the D.
I think maybe it was Villani. We'll find out in a matter of moments, but it was great offensive possession time, and the feed across by Chase Kelly was beautiful. As we are deadlocked at 3 goals apiece.
Number 6, Bryce
Hedges. Bryce Hedges, the captain
Assistant number
from
11,
Norwin.
Chase Kelly.
So
And number
3-3,
10, Chase Villani.
just about halfway through
Time of the goal,
this second period.
7:31 remaining in the second period.
That goal coming at 9:26.
Kelly at 7:31.
Hedges now with a goal and an assist for Team Blue.
He's having himself a fine afternoon.
Villani with 2 assists.
El Signori's shot blocked.
Kelly gets his first point at 9:29.
Comes to the near side. Doyle winds up. It doesn't get much behind it. Goes through everyone.
Hedges, the only representative from Norwin. Meadville had 4 players. They were the highest. Bishop McCourt with 4 and Fox Chapel with 4, the most represented.
And now a breakaway opportunity, a 5-hole goal. That time by Cole Berkeball. The senior forward for Bishop McCourt went right between the legs of Kyle Sharp as the lead goes right back to Team White.
Nice job by Berkeball, number 1, to just get a step because the defender was right there. And they were even up at the blue line, and he created some space, some separation. He came in and went 5-hole on Kyle Sharp. The breakaway goal for Berkeball, the senior from Bishop McCourt, 5th on the team in points on the season with 9 goals and 9 assists on the regular season. He gets his first goal, first point here this afternoon.
Now Team Blue plays it deep and out of the reach of netminder Kavrak.
Time of the goal, 6:27 remaining in this second period.
So the offense certainly has been on display from both these teams. 7 combined goals just more than halfway through period number 2. Sean Meyers, Bob Orkwis on the call. Coming up the puck, Seth Krohosky as he skates in with the backhand but can't get it through. Now teams battling for the puck. And a good feed ahead for Barker. Tyler Barker comes and shields it on the backhand, gets a shot off, just misses wide. Great opportunity. Now it's loose in front and a pad save by Sharp. Getting that chance was Murdoch.
Real nice pad save. How about the protection on that initial shot, even though it missed by Barker? You said he shielded it. That was tremendous.
Barker and Murdoch have been wonderful so far as that shot just misses wide by Murdoch. They've been certainly 2 of the most prominent offensive players so far. Now Seth Krohosky tries to track down a pass, but it's out of his reach. Coming the other way, La Piana. Tough angle shot right off of the pad of Sharp, and it goes right back into that near side corner. Now Team Blue enters the offensive zone. 3-on-3 scenario and a good save by Kavrak. Out in front, feed across and a high shot and a beautiful glove save. Augie Bishop didn't get a lot behind it, but was trying to chip it over Kavrak, who was able to reach up and snag it out of midair.
Good save by Kavrak. Good opportunities at both ends. 4-3 lead for Team White. They trailed 2-1 after 1. We were tied at 2. They've had the 1-goal lead here twice in the second period.
Team White skates through center ice. As a low shot saved, Mike Sedlak of Chartiers Valley had that opportunity. Sharp able to make the stop and hang on.
Sedlak, 20 goals on the season, tied for 7th in the classification. 10th in points. Chartiers Valley's a team that was in Class AAA a couple of years ago. Struggled a little bit. They have since been reclassified. They're had some success. They're currently in the mix as 12 teams will go. They're 11th as far as that plays out.
La Piana tries a backhand pass to Storr, never made it through. Team Blue coming the other way, less than 4 minutes remaining in period number 2. Sean Meyers, Bob Orkwis calling the Class A All-Star game here at the RMU Island Sports Complex at Neville Island. Backhand feed in front, partially broken up. Puck was still loose. Good job defensively by Furka to prevent that initial pass getting through. Piena has it. Now feeds in front again, just off of the stick of the intended target. Blue trying to go the other way, but pass intercepted by Colton Schaefer.
So Kelly waits a half second. Hedge just would have split that D, and then Kelly might have had a chance to stretch past the breakaway the other way. Just got rid of the puck too quick.
Piena skating through. Now feed in front again off of the equipment of Sharp. Trickles out and ultimately comes out of the zone. Piena likes taking those tough angle opportunities. Now backhand opportunity is saved. Maddie had another chance. What a good save by Kavrak.
It's funny, twice in this period we've seen Lopiana with some bad angle shots, one from the goal line, one from below the goal line. And Sidney Crosby does that so well. Goal scorers do that. You may be watching, some people might be watching and think that's lucky, but you fire that puck towards the net, doesn't matter from what angle. Goal scorers do that intentionally. We've seen that twice from Lopiana.
Backhand does get out of the zone, unable to keep it in, was Manarino.
Good recovery. No, he blew a tire. He prevented a Coet from having a breakaway.
Now dangerous pass intercepted, big slap shot and a strong save. That was Coet with that great opportunity from the high slot. Coet has it again. Toe drag doesn't work. Battle for the puck. Androlina able to make a nice play, but could not keep it in. Steinel comes down the near side for Team Blue. Still with the puck, nearly overskated it. Now has it back in his possession. Quickly has it stripped away. Great defensive play that time by Krause. Now Krause nearly turns it over. Back out to center ice. 1:50 remaining period, number 2. It is 4-3 in favor of Team White. It's been a good period for that squad. There's an outlet pass off of the stick of the intended target, Chase Villani, who recovers and dumps it towards the cage. It's gloved down before it makes it on net. Now cleared out the other way, nearly a breakaway opportunity right off the stick of Perazzo.
That's a way to line change, huh? When you have the second period line change. You sneak in behind the D. That almost worked for Michael Perazzo.
Villani a 2-on-1 the other way, feeds across, shot broken up. Great defensive effort. Seth Krohosky had that point-blank opportunity.
Followed that along, took the pass away, and then took the shot away.
Seitz retrieves the puck, but only momentarily. Team Blue comes the other way. Another shot that's broken up. Good defense on the attempt by Justin Hickey.
Hickey's a 2-time All-Star from South Park, just a junior.
Now Perazzo, who's been active recently, puts the brakes on, but loses the puck. Could be too many men. The officials say, no, that's okay. Maybe a little bit more leeway than a regular season game on a call like that. As a feed across, doesn't make it through, comes to the slot, and the shot misses just wide of the net. As Sharp a little late to react on that chance by Hazlitt. And now the stick
hook
taken out of the hand of Shane Krohosky.
It's going to be offside.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that they signal penalty.
I was asking for it.
Oh, okay. Well, you will not receive it.
We've had one so far we're almost through 5 periods of All-Star hockey.
And it was a regular 2-minute power play, correct?
Correct.
I would be all for the penalty shot. You a fan of that idea or not so
In the All-Star game, certainly am.
Right. Yeah, not regular season by any means.
Adds to the entertainment value.
Well, it's been an entertaining 2 periods. 4-3 the lead for Team White after the first 34. We'll take a break. We'll be back to recap the scoring and give our thoughts. It's 2018 high school hockey. It's sponsored by the PIHL. It's here only on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDriveSYou.
Carlo University is a proud sponsor of the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
380 Discount Warehouse in Murraysville carries a full line of brand new furniture at discount pricing. 380 Discount Warehouse carries Ashley, Liberty, Vaughn Bassett, and Best Home Furniture, and many more. You can special order your furniture at discount pricing. While you're there, shop the many other departments, including tools, automotive, food, pet and wildlife, household goods and cleaning supplies, lawn and garden, and seasonal holiday decor. Visit them on the web at shop380.com or on the road at Route 380 in Murraysville. Open Tuesday through Sunday 9 to 5. Shop 380 Discount Warehouse and save big.
Check out the new Trib Live High School Sports Network on social media this season. For breaking news, scores, pictures, videos, links to our articles, and more, follow us on Twitter and Instagram under the handle Trib Live HSSN. Get in the conversation on Facebook at facebook.com/Trib Live HSSN. And on our YouTube channel, you can find thousands of interviews with local student athletes and coaches, plus highlights and full games. The spot for Western Pennsylvania high school sports on social media this season is the new Trib Live High School Sports Network. Hi, this is Josh Roundtree with the new Trib Live High School Sports Network's PIHL Power Play Show. This winter, myself and the coach, Kevin Zlomansky, will bring you the most comprehensive coverage of high school hockey in Western PA. Hey, Kevin, any suggestions on how we can pull it off?
We're not goons. We're not bullies. No matter what people say or do, we have to be ourselves.
Okay. Well, word is that you've been letting success go to your head a bit.
Hey, what I do is none of your business. Is that clear?
This should be a fun season. It's the PIHL Power Play Show every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock on the new Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Hit the ice at Mount Lebanon Ice Center, offering the most comprehensive instructional programs in the area, including hockey, figure skating, and learn-to-skate classes for all ages and ability levels. Classes start soon along with senior and developmental hockey leagues. Mount Lebanon Ice Center also hosts Friday night teen skates and Friday after-school skates for younger children. Birthday party packages also available. Mount Lebanon Ice Center, serving the South Hills for more than 35 years. Call 412-561-4363 or go to mountlebanon.org.
For a weekly in-depth look at boys and girls high school basketball in the district, log on to the WPIHL Roundball Report every Wednesday at 6 p.m. here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Join experts Chris Harlan, Sean Meyers, and James Dotson for coaches' interviews and the latest hoops news around the WPIHL. Oh, and Don Rebel is back on the show as well. That's the WPIHL Roundball Report, Wednesday at 6 p.m. here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
This is the Trib Live High School Sports Network. We've played 2 periods here in the Class A All-Star game with the white team holding a 4-3 lead over Team Blue. We'll get into the scoring recap in just a matter of moments. That brought to you by the Mount Lebanon Ice Arena. But first, we want to let you know that if you're a working professional ready to move up in your career, Seton Hill University has a program just for you. Seton Hill's adult degree program offers flexible undergraduate degree courses in areas like accounting, criminal justice, business, and human services. The adult degree program has 5 start dates a year and offers convenient course times, financial aid, a 96% placement rate, and career services for life. Register for our next info session and learn more at setonhill.edu/ADP. Seton Hill University, this way up. Sean Meyers, Bob Orkwis. This game has been kind of what we expected, an offensive display. So far, it's been not an easy test for the goaltenders, 7 combined goals. Bob, run down the scoring recap through the first 34 minutes of play.
For Team Blue, Kellen Almaty from West Allegheny got things started 6:52 into the first period off assist for Chase Villani and Jacob Giergo. 1-0 lead for Team Blue, tied at 1. First of the afternoon for Tyler, first point, and the goal Tyler Barker from Indiana, from Mike Sedlak and Brendan Krause at 9:27. We were tied at 1. The Almaty from West Allegheny at 9:55 from Giergo and Hedges. 28 seconds later, it was 2-1 after the first. Krause got his second point. And first goal, 1:13 into the second. Team White tied the game at 2 assists to Murdoch, and Barker picked up a second point. And then Ryan Murdoch from Deer Lakes gave Team White their first lead at 5:02 off assist from Kyle Hazlitt and Kendrish at 5:02. I mentioned it. Stephen Kendrish getting the assist. 3-2 Team White. Blue team would tie it up. Bryce Edgedis picked up the goal. The Norwin senior. Assist from Chase Kelly and Villani at 9:29. We were tied at 3. Then Cole Berkeball from Bishop McCourt on a breakaway off an assist from Brett Seitz at 10:33. Team White 4-3 after 2. Shots on goal in the second period, 20 for Team White, 13 for Team Blue. Your two-period totals. Team Blue has outshot Team White 29-28. That is your Mount Lebanon Ice Arena between periods scoring recap.
Very quickly, we talked about the standings in this classification. Once again, to run it down, Bishop McCourt, first place, 32 points, undefeated, perfect 16-0 for the Crimson Crushers. Meadville, West Allegheny, both at 26 points. Indiana, Thomas Jefferson with 24. South Fayette, Westmont Hilltop with 21. Fox Chapel, Sewickley Academy, South Park, all of 18. 17 for Chartiers Valley. Kiski area with 16. Wheeling Catholic ineligible for the Penguins Cup playoffs with 15. Deer Lakes 14. Norwin 12. Wheeling Park also ineligible, 8 points. 6 each for Blackhawk and Freeport, as well as Greensburg Salem, Greensburg Central Catholic with 3, and Beaver with 2 points.
And Sean, opportunity right there in this classification 1A, because Franklin Regional, the two-time Class A champions, they moved up.
Yeah, we will have a new champion in Division II, Class A, and Class AA. The only chance for a repeat would be in 3A, AAA, if you will, with Peters Township back again. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we will begin third period action to score 4-3 in favor of Team White here in the Class A All-Star Game. It is 2018 hockey, sponsored by the PIHL. It's here only on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
While the weather outside may be frightful, the winter high school sports is delightful. That's here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Log on to the Trib, hssn.triblive.com for weekly audio and video coverage of boys and girls high school basketball, WPIAL wrestling, and PIHL high school hockey. The warmth and the glow of the winter sports season may be heard daily on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDriveYou.
Carlo University is a proud sponsor of the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
The new Trib Live High School Sports Network is the place to go every day this fall.
On Mondays, we have the latest top 10 football rankings.
Also on Monday, we check in on the former district stars now making the grade in college with WPIAL alum Q&A.
Tuesday is a look back at the biggest and best plays from the previous Scholastic football weekend with the plays of the week.
We go big game hunting on Wednesday with a preview of the top WPIAL football contests.
I'll look into my crystal ball on Thursday with the wildly popular Chicks Picks.
A complete rundown of all the games comes your way on Friday, plus plenty of broadcasts to choose from on Friday nights.
On Saturday, we'll take a look at the top performances with Friday night highlights. Then on Sunday, a look back at the previous day's high school standouts with Saturday's Scholastic Stars.
This fall, the place to go for all of your high school sports coverage every day of the week is the new Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Just about set to begin period number 3 here at the RMU Island Sports Complex. The score 4-3 in favor of Team White over Team Blue. Sean Meyers, Bob Orkwis here on the call. We will have 2 more games upcoming the Class 2A All-Star game slated to begin at 2:45. Am I correct on that?
You are correct, sir.
And then 4:45 for the 3A All-Star game. So comprehensive coverage, video broadcasts, all here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Any thoughts on what we might see here in this third period? I think that the intensity has been there for the most part. Do you expect it to ramp up a little bit just because all these players out there ultimately are competitors who want to win?
Maybe a little bit, but I think you're going to get what we've seen, too, is, I guess, in my opinion anyway, status quo as far as all-star games. So you might see some more of that, some good opportunity. We had 33 shots combined in the second period, so I think you get that. But teams are competitors. You want to win no matter what kind of tournament, kind of game it is. Even if it's an all-star game, you want to be on the winning side of that. So
let's quickly mention the players selected but unable to attend, although the list is a little bit shorter than what we thought it would be. For Team White, Matt Krieger of Thomas Jefferson and Hayden Hintemeyer, also of Thomas Jefferson.
In a way, I kind of feel bad for Matt Krieger, although I understand he's playing travel hockey. He's a three-time All-Star, Sean, and he's missed all three All-Star games because of travel hockey on the weekends.
On the other side for Team Blue, Nolan Cernosky of South Fayette. 3 Meadville players unable to attend. Nick Franz, Cooper Lagarde, and Luke English, and Michael Hertzberg of Sewickley Academy, as well as Meadville's head coach Jamie Plunkett. None of them able to make it here today. We thought that Austin LaPiana would be another player selected but unable to attend. But after the first period, whatever strings he needed to pull, it seemed like he was able to do so. And the surprising thing to me is he already had a jersey made up. So I'm thinking that...
Well, I guess the jerseys are made up even if they didn't attend. They were handing them out at the table earlier.
Okay. So
unless there's a very talented seamstress in his family.
Maybe. You never know. So LaPiana did play and certainly made an impact in that second period for Team White. And now, as we begin period number 3, the third and final goaltenders make their appearances, and they have some similarities. They share the same number. They share the same first name as well.
Cole Bradley, the sophomore from Bishop McCourt, goes in between the pipes for Team White. Mentioned the sophomore, he's played all but 106 minutes for the undefeated Crimson Crushers. 712 minutes. He's 14-0. His goals against average is .215. His save percentage is .868. He's tops in the classification and wins. Third in goals against average. Cole Luther is a senior for Sewickley Academy. He goes in to the net for Team Blue. There's a goal just that quickly for the blue shirts.
Right on the short side on a tap-in, second opportunity. An unceremonious welcome to the game for Cole Bradley, as that took just 12 seconds for Team Blue to get the equalizer.
It's one of the left-handed shots, and I believe it was the center. And I think that might be the hat trick for Almaty. I'll have to get confirmation on that, but finishing out Cole Luther. 5-5 on the season for the Panthers. 8 goals against average, .895 save percentage.
Almaty comes in again.
Number 12, Kellen Almaty.
Indeed, he did get the hat trick and just got an opportunity for goal number 4, if not for a strong save by Cole Bradley.
Another point for Geargo, his third assist.
Number 6, Bryce Najidas.
And Hedge just gets his third point.
16:48 remaining in
So
third
just 12 seconds for Team Blue to score the equalizer.
Tip of the cap, by the way, Sean, to Cole Luther, the senior from Sewickley Academy, his third straight All-Star game appearance. He made 12 saves last year as a junior. How about this? This is a definite All-Star number. As a sophomore in 2016, 25 saves.
That was a busy afternoon or evening for him as Team White comes the other way. LaPiana ahead of the pack, but the pass just out of his reach as it goes in on the cage. We had Cole Bradley as a guest on the PIHL Power Play Show as a goal for the White team. Mishandled in front. Cole Luther could not come up with a stop, and we have played less than a minute in this third period, already have 1 goal each side.
Yeah, 12 seconds in for Almaty, and then this one at 57 seconds. So much for the intensity ratcheting up. LaPiana was there, but not sure if he got the last stick on it. Also, Storer was around
The
that.
white goal scored by number 20, Austin LaPiana.
So LaPiana gets one, has another
Unassisted.
opportunity from a sharp
Time
angle,
of
but
goal,
never got the shot on the
16:03
cage.
in the third period. LaPiana.
And now Team Blue
Unassisted at
on the counterattack.
16:03.
Villani pulls up, dishes back. Now a feed down low out of his reach. So LaPiana and Almaty lighting the lamp early in this third frame. Now a feed in front, hits off of the pad of Bradley and into the corner. What I was saying about Bradley is he was a guest on our PHL Power Play show just a few weeks ago. You can tune in every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Myself, Josh Roundtree, Kevin Zolmanski co-hosting with player and coaches interviews.
Long time and successful head coach John Bradley, Bishop McCourt. I like those teams from Johnstown, Westmont, Hilltop, and Bishop McCourt. Always competitive for the most part. It's a rarity that you don't see those schools involved in playoff action in the PIHL.
That puck just barely came out of the zone. A little frustration by Marinchak as he slaps the puck.
Winning number. The winning number is 3276.
So LaPiana's unassisted goal has
Once again,
Team White holding the 5-4 lead.
Might make Austin feel a little better. I'm assuming that his team didn't make the finals in the travel tournament up in Detroit.
Yeah,
That's just an
I would
assumption.
assume so, not, but
Because usually you're
never
playing
know.
the
Maybe-
entire weekend.
Maybe they just made really good time coming back from the Motor City. About a 4-hour drive typically, as this one poked wide of the cage on a redirection attempt. I've made that trip twice now to Detroit. This Team White in its own territory, trying to get the puck out. D-to-D passing will allow them to do so, and then a stretch pass tipped in wide of the cage. Backhand feed squirts out in front, and it's picked up by Steinel for Team Blue. Now he's knocked off the puck, played behind the net. Manarino. And into the near corner. There's a blind between the legs feed on that attempt by Mandolina. Nearly worked. And now back in his own territory to retrieve the puck for Team White is Schaefer. 13:35 remaining, period number 3. It's 5-4 in favor of Team White.
Now I got to check to make sure that was indeed a check by Kendrish at center ice, that they didn't collide as he knocked Marinchak off his skates. Might have been her first and only intended check.
There was a pretty big body blow in the Division II game, correct?
That was the only one.
Yeah.
So the allotment has been reached in both games, I think. We haven't had a penalty in this one. Excuse me. We did have one in the D2 contest.
Has a good job forcing the issue there defensively for Team White by Berkeball. He has a goal in this contest. Now he nearly comes up with a steal. Berkeball representing the Crimson Crushers. Bishop McCourt, some of the top scorers not here for that squad. As a shot in front trickles around, and now a turning shot broken up.
It's a good stick save down low by Cole Bradley.
Sights comes the other way. Fans on the pass. See the super genius Mark Madden here in attendance, taking this game in. A lot of eyes on this action here today. As I mentioned, college scouts. I don't know how much you can really get from a game like this if you're a scout. You can see some of the skill per se, but it's not...
skill and speed.
Yeah, it's not a good indication of
I'm
a player's all-around game.
If you're a defenseman, you're not going to impress any scouts because it's really not set up for that.
You mentioned the minimal physical play in terms of checking, at least. But that's what makes a game like this fun, and certainly makes it much different from a regular season contest. As getting in on the backhand, trying to take it all the way to the net that time, Chase Villani, Fox Chapel.
The live video
A good
and audio
showing here
webcast
today.
of today's All-Star game
4 different
from the
Foxes.
Trib Live
That's a
High
little
School
surprising.
Sports
Fox
Network
Chapel's a
will
good
be
team, but
archived for online
not a
viewing
great
at any
team at
time.
18 points.
Visit Trib Live High School Sports Network online
Likely playoff
to relive
bound
all the
for Fox
exciting
Chapel,
action
however.
from the 2018 All-Star event.
Faceoff will come outside of the Team White zone. Pretty good defensive play there by Iceman for Kiskier. He kind of just angled Villani severely to the net, which ended up in him crashing into it.
Backhand shot off of the post and trickles free. Good opportunity by Tyler Barker. And now could be a breakaway opportunity the other way, but just a little too far out of the reach as Cole Bradley plays it out of jeopardy.
The Hedge just snuck behind the D. Good opportunity, but on the BS, there's Hedge just in again with 3 points.
Toe drag a shot up high off of the blocker of Bradley and out of play into the netting. That stops the clock with 10:58 remaining in period number 3. We will have a video interview, at least we anticipate having one, with a star player after this game is all said and done. That'll be up on our website, hssn.triblive.com. First clearing opportunity doesn't work. Second one also doesn't work for Team Blue, but now they are able to get it out. Entering the zone is Shane Krahoski towards the cage, and now it comes out into the slot where it's cleared out by Team White. Loppiana giving chase. Phelps with the puck at center ice. Now gets it deep. Sedlak had to touch up. Trying to clear it behind his cages. Manarino. And now Willie Doyle carrying the puck. He's a defenseman showing his offensive prowess. Enters the zone. Now a drop feed, but it's just past Marinchak. Could lead to an opportunity other way for Sedlak. As he has it poked off his stick. Good effort on the back check by Marinchak. Now he has the puck. He's pursued from behind, tries to make a move off of a skate, however. Austin Loppiana comes the other way. Now a collision right in front of Team White's bench. Another toe drag goes awry. Now for Team White is Storer. As the puck bounces behind the cage. Feed in front, but intercepted by Team Blue's Shane Krahoski. He loses the puck to Loppiana, who comes out on the back end. Fresh player on the ice for Team White. Phillips from the near side winds up. Didn't get much behind that as it trickles in front off of a body. Team Blue finally gets it out. And now Gierko gives chase. He gets the puck but goes behind the cage with it. And he's defended tightly. 8:50 remaining, period number 3. It's still 5-4. 2 goals in the first minute of this third period. The difference, one for Team Blue to tie it at 4-4, and then the go-ahead goal by Loppiana for Team White just 45 seconds later. Team Blue enters the zone. Dragging the puck on the backhand right in front was Giergo, but an easy save by Cole Bradley as he hangs on for the whistle.
Giergo did a nice job. He kind of hid at the Team White blue line. He almost had the opportunity earlier in the shift, and that time he got it. Used his speed to get behind one of the defenders. I think it was Berkeball, and got that opportunity down low on Bradley.
Now a shot and covering up, holding his position against the post, Cole Luther. I don't know if you saw where it was initially, as one of his own players actually kind of...
That was Furka.
Yeah, nearly took out the Panthers netminder, but Luther able to hang on for the stop.
Second night, it was Justin Hickey, but he not only had to be strong on the post to hold that puck out, did Cole Luther, but he had to be strong on the post to hold his teammate out of the net as well.
Shot by
all 3 go into the net. It's a 6-4 lead for the Team White.
All had an opportunity that was blockered away by the aforementioned Luther. Now a turnover shot deflected into the netting.
His job to play the rebound up the net, even though it won't count for Cole Luther.
Yeah, you got to be ready for everything.
The senior for Sewickley Academy certainly is. He's been a stalwart between the pipes for the Panthers in his career.
For those unaware, there is not an all-star break by any means, as many of these players will be back in action tomorrow night. As an opportunity for Hedges ahead of the pack, will he be able to track it down? He will, but a pass goes off of his skate. Hedges still doing battle, however, trying to force a turnover, not able to do so as the puck goes out to center.
There are breaks for almost all the PIHL teams, Sean, in the season, not mandated like in the NHL.
Right.
Or an all-star break, but you see stretches where they don't play for 10 to 14 days due to the holidays or whatever.
Right, yeah, there was definitely a holiday break. This all-star game does not impact any individual team schedules, however.
Just like playing a regular game and right back at it.
And for many of these players, they're competing for more than just their high school team. They're probably playing an extra 50 or so games with other commitments throughout the course of a season, maybe even more games than that. I know Josh Roundtree talked to a player who in a single calendar year played over 100 games, which is certainly exhausting. As Team White enters the neutral zone with some speed, could be a 3-on-2 potentially. And a feed in front trickles off a defenseman's skate right on the cage. That one hit off of Manarino's skate, but Cole Luther able to snatch it.
Seitz was there. Brett Seitz, the big senior from Bishop McCourt, camped out on the doorstep. Luther had to be sharp with all that traffic in front of his net.
That one came out of the zone. As Krause not able to hold it in. Now Team Blue plays it ahead. Marinchak giving chase into the corner, and the pass goes to Marinchak, but his feed in front doesn't convert. Now cleared out with 6:20 remaining. This one going for an icing. Well, the offense has slowed down a little bit as this third period has progressed. Teams have combined for 9 goals, but none in the past nearly 10 minutes. Home of the Robert Morris University Colonials here at the RMU Island Sports Complex at Neville Island. As a turning shot goes in for Team Blue and for Jacob Giergo as he goes 5-hole and beats Cole Bradley. We're back even.
Giergo had 3 points up to that point, but the sophomore from West Allegheny gets his first goal. Tied for second, points in the classification, and he's been on that line with Al Matty. He knots it up at 5-5, first goal since the first minute of this period.
The blue goal, scored by number 16, Jacob Giergo.
Team White trying to force the issue the other way. As they announce the helper.
6:13 remaining in the third
Now Team
period.
Blue clears it out, and skating into it with speed is Del Signori. He gets a shot off, but that one fought off by Bradley. 5:40 left in this contest. We are even at 3 goals apiece. I would assume that they would go to the 3-on-3 overtime if need be. A new rule instituted this year for PIHL play, and it's been receiving rave reviews, I would say. Kevin Zelmansky not a fan of it, but most of the coaches and pretty much all of the players enjoy the open ice of the 3-on-3 and then ultimately a shootout if needed. There are no more ties.
I'm a fan.
And a good feed ends up on the stick of Giergo, the most recent goal scorer, as he's taken into the boards. Gently, I might add, as a wrist shot saved by Bradley, who hangs on.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the game, both
Coming up after the game, we'll have the Mount Lebanon Ice Arena play of the game, and we'll also get the chance to choose the Trib Live High School Sports Network's 3 stars of the contest.
Plenty of stars out here today for all 4 of these all-star games as the puck iced by Team White. Remember, we will have the AA and AAA all-star games to follow. Live video broadcast for those ones as well. There's a feed broken up in front by Team White and by Ull. Now it trickles through everyone. It's picked up by Team White. Store from the point. Redirected, just misses wide. That was a good opportunity there for Team White to take the lead right back.
I think that was the stick playing defensive zone end by Kellen O'Malley. So he's got the hot wand. It almost worked for the opposition that time, however.
Dishes across, good feed. And now a redirection in front and a good save. Now a slap shot, and they blew the whistle on a hand pass before Lapien unleashed it. Wouldn't have mattered as he missed the net altogether.
Real good deflection right before the whistle on the hand pass. Better save by Cole Luther.
So with 4:05 remaining, puck comes out to the neutral zone for the draw. Pretty good turnout here for this All-Star Sunday. There's Steve Nagler in the house, as there's a shot and rebound opportunity just out of the reach of Sedlak, who might have had an open net. Now Team Blue turning it over, but second effort allows them to take it out into the neutral zone. Battle along the far side boards, right in front of the blue bench. Entering the zone is Seth Prohosky, but doing so offsides. Just about 1 month remaining in the PIHL regular season. I think what Don Rebel would deem the stretch run upcoming. Which, by the way, the stretch run also beginning for WPL basketball. As Kendrish comes up with a steal, partial breakaway, and he scores. Stephen Kendrish, Greensburg Central Catholic senior, gives the lead back to Team White with just 3:18 remaining.
What a nice job to steal and use that speed coming down the near wing. And then Kendrish, this one top shelf, far side over top the shoulder of Luther to put Team White back on top. I like that for Stephen Kendrish for this reason. The senior mentioned from GCC is #1 on the team, goals, assists, and points. Greensburg Central Catholic, Sean, has just 12 skaters.
Well, they just returned to the PIHL last year in the Open Division, and they moved up into Class A this year. So I was a little surprised that they already made that move up after having some struggles a year ago. As Team Blue comes the other way and a strong save in front. Team White able to finally clear it out. Cole Bradley making maybe his best stop. Now White comes the other way. Good shot opportunity by Andolina. It goes back out to center ice.
Kendrish, by the way, now with a goal and an assist. Krause picked up the helper. He's got a goal and 2 assists in this contest for Team White.
2:34 now remaining. Team White holding the 1-goal lead, trying to hang on. And this is where I think maybe we will see more of a defensive focus for the White squad. Shot redirected over the cage. Lou Root also in the house now. He'll have the call along with Steve Nagler for the next game. There's a short angle shot saved and hung on to by Bradley. Cole Bradley's older brother, a great goaltender a year ago for Bishop McCourt, named Boston because Coach John Bradley, he's a Boston guy, grew up there.
Were there hand-me-down pads involved?
I would assume, but
I'm sure at some point along the way.
That's a question that we probably should have asked him. We've had him, both father and son have been guests on the PIHL Power Play show recently. Bishop McCourt was a team that went into the playoffs with all sorts of momentum last year, but could not make a deep run that many prophesized. Similarly, we mentioned Franklin Regional capturing the championship the second straight as a shot from the point, grabbed by Bradley on the offering from Bandai.
Hey, how about, you talked about it a little bit, Bishop McCourt. We mentioned 16-0, but they, in their last game, went to overtime against Westmont Hilltop, even though they outplayed the Hilltoppers. They won 2-1 to remain perfect on the season.
Now just 1:40 remaining in regulation. Backhand feed squirts out in front into the slot. Shot broken up, rebound still loose. Now a turning shot just misses wide of the cage. I believe it was Villani who had that opportunity. Blue still keeping it alive. Might be pulling the goalie, and indeed here comes the netminder. So Luther to the bench. Extra skater out there, turning shot saved. Rebound loose. Bradley doesn't know where it is, but he has the puck.
Whistle blew before it went in. It was under his pads, sort of, and the whistle hedged us, by the way, as the extra attacker. Even though that was really never frozen, you could clearly hear the whistle before the puck went in.
And is digging it out of the cage now is Bradley. Probably gave a nice gesture towards the official who blew that one dead. 6-on-5 play with Team Blue using the extra skater at the empty net. Shot for Bandai does not make it through. It's behind the net, however. Villani has it. Now comes to the near side. His pass intercepted. Opportunity for an empty net, but it misses wide, and that's a costly mistake there, Bob. If you hit the net, game over probably. If you miss, it's an icing.
It was Ryan Murdoch who has a goal in this game, but I think the safer play is to just play it off the near boards, get it out of the zone.
Maybe Murphy dump it there. Anything you can do to make sure that it doesn't come back for a face-off the other way.
It gives the face-off number one in your own zone, and it allows Team Blue, in this case, drilling by a goal to reorganize.
A couple players very late to get off the ice for Team Blue as we're down inside the final minute. Hazlitt has an opportunity, but just a little out of his reach, and it's retrieved by Bandai. Now he enters the neutral zone, some good speed, has it knocked off of his stick. 42 seconds remaining. Pass to Hickey out of his reach. A little sloppiness here for Team Blue in the closing moments. And now it comes out for Team White. This one could do it as the shot is in. And getting the finish that time is Murdoch.
We just talked about Murdoch a little bit ago, Sean. That time a no-brainer. Got that puck in stride, made sure he had, number one, gained the red line, which he did. And number two, bullseye on the empty netter, a second of the game to put this one at a 7-5 score for Team White.
30.7 seconds remaining.
Ryan Murdoch.
As White will
Number 11,
score the victory. A pair of leads in the first period for Team Blue, but Team White took the lead in period number 2. After we went even in period number 3, pulled ahead at 6-5, and then the big insurance as a backhand in front. It's loose. Is it poked in? It is. This one's not quite over. 5.6 seconds remaining. Team Blue gets a goal to pull within 1.
I want to say Villani might have gotten that because Steinley was also there. One of those two got the last stick on it.
Well, do you have a play that can get you a goal in 5.6 seconds if you're Team Blue here? We'll find out.
Knuckle puck?
They have the goaltender in the net, which
is it knuckle puck time?
Maybe get it back to Goldberg. Instead, they go forward with it. This Team
Blue
Blue.
goal, scorer number 18, Steinley.
So
Steinley
Steinley gets the credit.
Ace Villani. And number 13,
now just 1.3 seconds remaining, and they're going to bring the puck out into the neutral zone, which will for all intents and purposes, bring this one to an end. Yes. That time taking the draw with the wrong end of the stick was Villani. Needless to say, he did not win it. This game has gone final. Team White scores the 7-6 victory over Team Blue. We'll step aside quickly. We'll be back with the score and recap, as well as the 3 stars of the game. It's 2018 high school hockey, sponsored by the PIHL. It's here. It's on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
AstroTurf, a pioneer in sports surfacing, proudly supports high school athletics. Visit one of their 280 fields in the tri-state area to see their cutting-edge technology. AstroTurf's focus on R&D enables them to provide innovative surfaces that protect athletes and stand the test of time. AstroTurf now propels performance with iconic turf fields and legendary record tan tracks. They manufacture, build, and maintain a full range of turf and track systems for total quality control. Learn more at astroturf.com. Own your piece of hockey history with a Penguins game used jersey. Visit J&J Distributing at www.jjdistributing.biz and check out one of their largest selections of Penguins game-worn jerseys from your favorite Pens, past and present, or call 724-752-1556. J&J Distributing buys, sells, and trades some of hockey's most prized possessions, including the Penguins game-worn jerseys, Penguins practice jerseys, minor league jerseys, and new and game-used equipment. Browse their inventory today at www.jjdistributing.biz.
Hit the ice at Mount Lebanon Ice Center, offering the most comprehensive instructional programs in the area, including hockey, figure skating, and learn-to-skate classes for all ages and ability levels. Classes start soon along with senior and developmental hockey leagues. Mount Lebanon Ice Center also hosts Friday night teen skates and Friday after-school skates for younger children. Birthday party packages also available. Mount Lebanon Ice Center, serving the South Hills for more than 35 years. Call 412-561-4363 or go to mountlebanon.org.
Hi, this is Josh Roundtree with the new Trib Live High School Sports Network's PIHL Power Play Show. This winter, myself and the coach, Kevin Zlomansky, will bring you the most comprehensive coverage of high school hockey in Western PA. Hey, Kevin, any suggestions on how we can pull it off?
We're not goons. We're not bullies. No matter what people say or do, we have to be ourselves.
Okay. Well, word is that you've been letting success go to your head a bit.
Okay, what I do is none of your business. Is that clear?
This should be a fun season. It's the PIHL Power Play Show every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock on the new Trib Live High School Sports Network.
This game has gone final. These players were under pressure, but ultimately it was Team White that scored the 7-6 victory in relatively dramatic fashion, getting the...
Wait, isn't this Ice Ice Baby?
I don't think it is.
Yeah. You're not getting the reference?
I'm not, but...
I'll school you afterwards.
You can fill me in. Speaking of ice, we saw some great action here, and we thought it'd be a high-scoring affair. It lived up to that, and it came down to really the final minute of play. So I don't think you could ask for much more in terms of what you're looking for in an all-star game.
You like a lot of goals, and you don't necessarily, Sean, like it when it's 11-3 and things like that. And this one went back and forth, and as befitting of these all-stars, it came down, as you said, to the final minute. We got an empty netter and then a goal by the blue team to make it a one-goal game by Steinle. We'll recap there in a second. But Team White, they outscored the blue team 3-1 in the second period, and they made that stand up in this victory.
Are we ready to
Sure.
To get to the Mount Lebanon Ice Arena scoring summary?
For Team Blue, they got things started. Kellen Almaty from West Allegheny in the first period from Chase Villani and Jacob Giergo. 1-0 lead. Tyler Barker from Indiana for Team White tied things up. Mike Sedlak and Brandon Krause assists. Team Blue took a 2-1 lead after one by a second goal of the game for Almaty. Giergo and Bryce Hedges got assists. It was 2-1. Those three had pretty good games for Team Blue. Team White, there were 4 goals in the second period, 3 of them by Team White. Obviously the deciding period. Brandon Krause from Thomas Jefferson, from Ryan Murdoch, and Ty Barker, 1:13 in, tied the game at 2. And then Murdoch from Deer Lakes, from Hazlitt and Kendrish at 5:02. Team White had the lead 3-2. Hedges for Team Blue tied things up at 9:29 off assist from Chase Kelly and Villani. And then Cole Berkeball on the breakaway from Bishop McCourt off an assist from Brett Seitz. It was a 4-3 lead after 2 for Team White. 12 seconds in the period number 3. Team Blue tied it up. Almaty got the hat trick from Giergo and Hedges. But then Team White went back on top. Austin Lapiana, who was not expected to play, got an unassisted goal at 57 seconds. Team White led 5-4. Giergo got a goal, his first of the game. He had 4 points, by the way, off a Sean Steinle assist to make it 5-5 at 10:17. But then the go-ahead goal for Team White came at 13:42 on a breakaway and a turnover. Pass was forwarded up to Stephen Kendrish from Brandon Krause. And Kendrish on a breakaway beat Cole Luther over his shoulder to make it 6-5. Ryan Murdoch got an empty net goal from Barker and Steinley at 16:30 to make it 7-5. And then Steinley got the game's last goal with 5 seconds remaining off assist from Valani and Furka. Your final score 7-6. Shots on goal in the third period. Team Blue outshoots Team White 21-11. Your game totals 50 for the blue shirts, 39 for the white shirts.
Plenty of pucks on net in this contest, and again, each netminder played one period, and I think for the most part the goaltenders have to be pleased with their effort, understanding the type of situation they were facing. Well, I can tell you, spoiler alert, there's no goaltenders in the Trib Live High School Sports Network 3 stars, but there are 3 terrific players. Do you want to do the honors, or shall I?
Go ahead, fire away.
Okay, the number 3 star is Ryan Murdoch, representing Team White. The number 2 star for Team Blue is Jacob Giergo. And the number 1 star also for Team Blue in a losing effort, Helen Almaty. So the 3 stars, once again, Murdoch, Giergo, and Almaty in this one. That's the Trib Live High School Sports Network 3 stars of the game. Any final thoughts on this one?
It's good stuff. I mean, it's a different game. It's not what we normally are used to, but I like the fact that we are, giving these players a chance to shine on their individual efforts. And if you like offense, it's obviously a game you want to watch. And we've had 2 so far, 2 really close games. We haven't had any blowouts yet, so that's a good thing. And this one went back and forth, and always good to be a part of it. So stay tuned, because the 2A All-Star game with Steve and Lou comes your way, scheduled for around a 2:45 face-off, but it might be a little later. And then Adam Horner, Kevin Zolmansky have the 3A All-Star game. That's scheduled for 4:45. We appreciate everyone watching this afternoon on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Absolutely, and Chelsea Roundtree will take over videography duties after Jess Levo did a great job manning the camera for the first 2 games. Once again, your final score in this one, it is 7-6 in favor of Team White over Team Blue to win the Class A All-Star game. You've been watching 2018 high school hockey, sponsored by the PIHL. It's been only here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
You have been watching PIHL High School Hockey on the Trib Live High School Sports Network, sponsored by the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League, by UPMC Sports Medicine, by Carlow University, by AstroTurf, by J&J Distributing, by the Mount Lebanon Ice Arena, and by Trib Total Media. You can follow the 2017-2018 PIHL hockey season every day by logging on to tribhssn.triblive.com. The preceding has been a special presentation of the Trib Live High School Sports Network.